Welcome back to Nonsense, a podcast where we talk straight up nonsense.
The only straight I am is straight up nonsense.
Well, you're kind of straight.
That's so rude. That's so rude. I can't believe you just said that.
You're half straight.
That's not how that works.
It's pretty much how it works. Half straight.
No, but it's like your whole, like, thing was, like, for me, like, growing up, liking girls and, like, being so scared of that. Like, that's not growing up straight. Like, I know I'm not fully gay, but, like, there's no, it's all spectrum. Like, you can't, that's the problem with, not that I'm blaming you or anything, but that's the problem with bisexuals, because, like, gay people are like, oh, well, you're still kind of straight. Straight people are like, oh, you're, like, a little gay still, and, like, you're just kind of in between. There's no fine definition. I'm bi because I like both. You know what I mean? But, like, I also have that the gay struggle of, like, high school and, like, being scared to come out.
So bad.
Being scared of, like...
You should talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about, like, growing up with that. Like, when did you realize, like, oh, I like girls?
Probably, like, early high school.
Yeah.
But then you realize you're like, oh, I've been suppressing this shit for a long time. You start to realize, like, all the crushes you had on girls, but you're like, oh, no, I just want to be her best friend. Just, like, super, super hard.
Like, if we make out here or there.
Jealous of all of our other friends.
Yeah.
Like, and not to mention, I had Adri with me. Y'all went to high school. Adriana was, like, the pioneer.
She paved the way.
Our high school is so straight, so white.
I just said earlier, you could count the amount of black people we had at our school on one hand.
On one hand.
And we called one guy Black Peter.
Yeah, we had several Peters. One was Peter, Black Peter, Peter K.
And you never thought, maybe just call Black Peter, what, Megbor?
You could literally, yeah. We could have called the white Peter by his last name.
We just didn't.
Just didn't. Black Peter. Did he go along with that? Did
he loved that?
Did he like it?
You'd be like, Black Peter. He'd be like, yeah.
He was like, yeah.
For real.
He was pretty black, though.
He was cool.
He was really
cool.
black.
He was a nice cool guy.
I liked him.
Cool guy.
Cool. No,
very suppressed. That's what we were talking about.
Very suppressed. Fam's pretty homophobic.
Well,
even though you guys think you're not, you really are. So. My mom, my mom's like the most homophobic person ever, but she's like, what? Me?
I think that's every parent.
I love the gay people.
I love the gays.
I just, like, don't, like, show it in front of me. Just don't kiss in front of me.
Just don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it ever. And then just date someone of the opposite sex.
Female, please? Yeah.
No, but yeah. I think if I didn't have, like a twin brother in high school, I might have come out.
Why do you say that?
Well, like, if I were to, like, make out with a girl at, like, a party or something, and then that gets around at school,
like Mark
might have been
at that party.
Out. Like, he would have. Well, he wouldn't have been at the party, but he would have heard about it. And then he would have been like, get a little of this
to
Sarah.
His entire family.
And then Sarah would be like, and then Sarah would be like, Mom.
Word travels quick.
There's no secrets in our family. We
love
to. With me?
Yeah.
Not that I, like, keep secrets. I just, like, just don't talk about it. Better not, though.
It's so weird that, like, the people you're closest to, you don't want to talk about that stuff with. Because, like, it makes sense to be like, just tell your mom. And then you're like, My
mom's not my best friend, though. Like, because, like, I have a few friends who, like, their mom's, like, their best friend. We had a big disconnect growing up. I'm the youngest of 5. My oldest sister is, like, 32.
That's such a gap.
My parents have been separated since I was, like, 6 or 7. Rocky divorce. So it's, like...
Rocky road.
We didn't have... Ice cream?
Ice cream, anyone? 2 scoops.
Delicious.
I'll take 2 scoops of trauma. 2 scoops of childhood trauma.
Sign me up. Put that on a sugar cone. You know what? Make it a waffle today. Thanks.
You're crazy.
I know. I was feeling crazy when I said it.
I deserve it. I went through trauma.
Yeah, but I was always, like, in fear of, like... And then I think also... I want to say that I didn't really have bisexual representation. Because I think one of my biggest struggles was... I like girls, but I'm like... I don't really, like, feel that I'm gay.
Yeah, like, how do I approach this?
Although I say I'm gay all the time, but, like... Yeah. Y'all get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you're not full blown.
But then, yeah, and then being like, do I still like guys? And then just like torn between I don't feel like I fit in. And then I was like, oh, I don't have to.
oh my
God.
God.
I don't have to choose.
What a liberating feeling. 2019, we're here, baby.
We don't have to choose. 29.
Teen. What a hard thing to grow up with.
It sucked.
trying
And
to
I
figure
wasn't
out-
even like that gay where I was like being like bullied, where people were like, we know.
Yeah.
I was like, I was always like sweating when they're like, you think that girl's cute? What? Why? Me? Why are you asking me?
I love her shoes.
I mean,
Everyone's like, fucking relax.
I'm
Holy-
also very stiff with like other girls because I feel like growing up I was like, oh, we're not supposed to touch. Whereas
We
like
talked
straight,
about this.
yeah, like straight girls are like, we love each other, and I'm like, y'all are just like touching.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, that's fucking normal.
If anyone knows Ashley, like, if you hug her, it's not like this makes you sound awful.
I know.
It's not like cold. It's just like a hug where you're like
This is stiff.
uncomfortable. She like pats you and you're like, she doesn't want to be hugged.
Thanks, bro.
It's like Selena, like Doria, like doesn't like give hugs or be hugged.
I like, well, I don't know. For like intimacy for me, I don't know. It's just like, I feel like I'm so not used to having it casually that at this point I'm just like,
It's only reserved for like that intimate partner.
because I don't know what to do. I just don't know how to act now.
Yeah.
Well, now I just don't know how to act.
Well, you never know how to act. Act a fool, girl.
Make mistakes and act a fool, girl.
You know how to act a fool. You know that.
Yes, that I do. Proficiently. I can act a fool.
Exhibit A of me being a fool. 2 days ago, I got baked as shit, right? It's like
As one does.
it's like 1 a.m. I'm pretty much ready to go to bed, but like that's my time where I am like, let's just check out Urban Outfitters or let's check out Aritzia because like you're online, nothing happens in the dark, like it's not real. So I'm on Foot Locker, looking at these Nike running shoes that I've wanted for like 4 or 5 months. I can't stop thinking about them. I was baked, so I just I thought I put 1 pair in my cart. Turns out I put 2.
Turns out I bought 8 pairs.
Turns out I've got a whole village of shoes just ready to go.
You know what it was? Subconsciously, you were like, Ashley's gonna want these too. Should have bought them.
I should have actually. I got a 7.5. Would that fit you?
Hell yeah.
That was fate. Too bad.
Hell yeah.
So I clicked order before I even checked everything out. Turns out I ordered 2 pairs. I got $300 on my Visa, which I'm like, holy shit. At the moment, I was panicking. I'm like, checked my credit card.
Idiot!
I literally was like, you fucking idiot. You're kidding me. And then checked, canceled the order right away. Happy story.
Happy endings, you know.
Happy ending here. Nothing went on my credit card.
Happy endings? You've been to happy endings?
What is happy endings?
The massage parlor, but they fucking jerk you off. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's just prostitution. You're paying someone to jerk you off.
Yeah, but like you go into the
Yeah, but it's a massage.
just a massage.
There's a couple oils. There's some slow
The
music.
towel just kind of slides down a little bit.
If it slides past my dick, who's to
What?
know?
Oh my god, it's hard and everything. Who would have thought?
You're hard?
You're not?
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Okay. I clean.
Okay, I clean.
I clean.
I clean for you. I clean for you.
I clean for you.
It's gross.
Cleaning?
Yeah. Living my own filth. Like the depressed bitch I am. Yum. So, depression.
Who does depression hurt? Everyone.
I feel like commercial, like the mom sitting out the window.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Isn't it crazy how different depression looks now to us? Like, when I was little watching those commercials, I was like, depression looks silly. Like, oh, he's just kind of sad. When you watch those commercials, you're like, who does it hurt? Everyone. And you're kind of mocking it. Then after, you're like, oh, damn.
Oh, it really
does
it
hurt
really
everyone.
Do be affecting
It
everyone.
really do be.
I blow off plans like the 8th time, and I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to.
I just don't want to go.
I'm like, I need some alone time. And then I'm alone, and I'm like,
It's even worse. Yeah. Sometimes you do need that time to recharge, but then if you get into that mode too much, you're like, I'm never leaving my room again.
yeah.
It's like saving money where you're like, I'm never going to spend again. I'm never spending again. And then you buy something and you're like,
Oh, that feels great.
fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck
Yeah, or I find this a lot in the summer is like working all the time. You get into a working mode, and then by the time you actually sit down and hang out with friends, you're like, oh my God, I miss doing this. And then going back to work is 10 times harder because you're like, fuck. And then you're sitting there being like, is this what I'm going to do the rest of my life? Like working for the weekend kind of gig?
Working for the man? Mr.
Or
Park?
woman. It's 2019.
I was referring to Foodland.
Foodland. Oh, okay.
Foodie.
We have a woman who started working there. Susan is her name. Incredible story. I just sit down on my break. I haven't even said a word to this woman. She's in her 60s, right? Long hair, flower child, like she lived through the 70s kind of gig.
Who? Talking about grandma?
No, she's
Oh.
new. Her name's Susan.
I was like, I've never heard you call
Susan.
before.
Ew.
Different bitch. Okay.
Yeah, different.
I'm following.
Different hoe.
Different hoes fit different.
It's the other hoe.
Codes.
So she comes up, she's like leaving or whatever, just starts talking to me, and she's like, now I don't know about you, but I need to get some ass. And I was like, what? Like, didn't even think I heard her.
60s. Immediately, you're like, fuck yeah, I need some ass.
You trying to hit me in the back? Let's fucking go.
I got a place in the cooler.
Literally. So she's like, she starts going off on this wild tangent about like how she just moved back to Lambeth and she's got someone else like who she used to hook up with living down the road. She's like, this is great. Meanwhile, he's got someone else who he's seeing. And it's some weird love triangle between the three of them. And they're all fighting because they all are aware that they're fucking each other. But he's not doing anything to stop it. The two girls are just fighting with each other. Classic dumb bitch move. Like when the girl goes after the other girl. When their boyfriend is fucking.
I hate that.
And they're like, you slut. But she was talking to me like a 16-year-old. She was like, and I said, if he's not sticking his dick in either one of us, who else is he sticking it in? London's huge. And I was like, you are having sex, ma'am?
Number one, I don't want to hear about your sex life.
You freak-a-leak. And then she said, well, last couple weeks ago, we had an 11-day bender where they just had 11 days of fucking.
Nice.
I haven't said a word during all of this. I'm just listening to it like,
You like slowly pull out your phone and start filming her. You're like,
literally.
uh-huh.
Ain't that the truth? Come on.
Come on, we all been there, baby.
We all been there,
We all
baby.
been there, baby. Woodstock 69.
Long story short, I think she's living in a trailer now.
Well,
with her daughter.
There's nothing wrong with
Oh no, it's her car.
that. Yeah, there's something wrong about that. Mm-hmm. Is it a roomy car?
Is it like a Cadillac? She's
Are
living
we
in a
talking
Cadillac.
about Jeep Wrangler or
Yes.
or a Honda Civic?
Talking shit about the most fuel efficient car in the game.
Mazda 3, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
My mom, anytime I smack my chest, is like, be careful, your heart.
Your mom kills me.
My mom is crazy.
She's fucking crazy. She's on
fucking
another level.
She's on another level. Like, this woman will scare herself so quickly. Like, we're fostering a 23-year-old cat, aka the cat should be dead.
Yeah.
Can I say that again? 23 years old.
He's on his deathbed.
I have, like, there's this cat chart that I looked at that shows you the age and what it equates to in human years. And, like, 23 for a cat, you gotta be dead. 20 is over 100. So, like, this cat's living on its last breath.
Living on a prayer.
Living on a prayer. But he's still doing well.
Whoa. He's halfway there.
Whoa!
Your mom's gonna have a heart attack.
Squidward on a chair. So I'm over there, whatever, at my house. The cat is literally.
I'm over there. My house.
I'm
that is.
sorry. I thought you all knew. The cat will literally be like, and my mom will be like, cars. Oh my God, he's doing something, and just
Yeah, he's
work
coughing.
herself up. He's coughing. He's got a hairball, or she'll be like worried about the most minuscule thing. And I'm like, have we forgotten? He's 23. He's gonna die any moment, and like that's not our fault. She's acting like he's a newborn kitten.
Yeah, like y'all just got him.
And like everything should be functioning well. I'm like, he's old.
Last time I was there, he like meowed really loudly and then kind of like fell over a little bit. Kind of like he fainted, but like he was just tired. And your mom
I
was
think
like,
it was like a feint. He's done that a few times.
Your mom was like, oh my god. She was like, What? Like she was teary-eyed.
ready to cry. First of all, we got this cat like a month and a half ago.
She was like, let me know what's happening. Is he okay?
She couldn't look. She has to like get up and leave. She's like, oh, I can't look.
She was fully hyperventilating. I was like, get her a paper bag.
That's what she's like with her children too. Like just like instant mother, which is too overbearing.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I didn't have that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I was like, I was too free.
Too free.
No, pros and cons to everything.
Yeah. Different life experiences. We're just gonna do a quick ad for Burt's Bees here.
Burt's Bees. It's good on your lips, your eyelids,
and your ass.
Your ass cheeks.
Your ass cheeks. Wake up feeling like a newborn baby.
Need some lube? Burt's Bees got ya.
Ouchie. That minty.
You know when it stings a little bit? You're like,
Ooh, hot and cold.
Do you want some for your ass?
Yep.
Thanks. Right up there.
Right up there. Oh, you don't put it in your ass?
They just did an SNL skit, and it was the dad like couldn't get hard anymore.
Oh no.
And the son was having a problem. The son was like, Dad, like I've been having some hard times. The dad was like, let me give you a little pill that I've been taking. And it's like a pill, and it's like the size of like 3 fingers. And he's like, Dad, is that a butt plug? He's like, no, son. It's a pill that I insert rectally to have sex. And he's like, I think that's a butt plug, Dad. He's like, no.
No.
They did the whole skit like that, and basically he was just...
Was he just gay?
No, it's just because guys have like a G-spot in their asses. So like he needed the extra...
Which I wish more men would explore. Not that I'm into that at all. Like, I don't really want to go anywhere. Yeah. Got him.
Got him.
Guys are just so weird about their butts in general. Like, you smack their ass and they're like, hey, get away from there. Get away.
My tush.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
I know what it is. That badonkadonk, hell fucking yeah.
Don't you want a little pinky in your ass?
No. I would not be... There's some girls that are like... I watched this video and this one girl's like, guys, you should have a pinky up your guy's asshole at some point during sex. And I was like,
You don't think you do it?
No. I think that's weird. But, like, just because I'm not into it.
But it's a bussy.
I told you not to say bussy around me anymore. Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with a little bussy?
The restraining order will be reinstalled.
Have I showed you that song yet? That girl, man? She was like, dude, it's chill. Put a little pinky in your ass.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love it. It's a bop.
I love it.
I love it. I love my country breakfast, little pinky in the ass, eggs Benedict. You know the deal.
Code names for it. I love a little eggs Benedict
in the morning.
Eggs
Benny in the morning.
A little Benedict Cumberbatch.
Like a little Benedict up my butt.
Okay, we've talked about this too much.
Otherwise, we always go to the butt stuff.
I know. Straight to the butt stuff.
I was going to say something about, I won't say her name. But I have a friend who got accidentally analed. Her favorite, I like to call out like all of her kinks. Her favorite position is face down, ass up. That's the way she like to fuck. And she was having sex with this guy in Portugal. And then he like slipped out. And then instead of putting it back in where it's supposed to go, he was like, I'm just going to
go rogue.
And she was like, ah!
Yeah. Ouch.
Ouchie. Like,
when you're not ready for it.
Like, yeah, like, you can do anal. Like, there's nothing wrong with anal. But, like, unexpectedly, no consent.
That's the true definition of pegging.
Her butt was sore.
Yeah.
And then she got roofied. That was horrible.
Tell that story.
Actually,
people would love to hear that. Tell that story.
I will. Well, so we were in Portugal, and we were down south, and we had to catch a train to go back up north to catch our flight in a couple days. And we were like, we probably shouldn't go out because we had to catch the train at 5:30. We probably shouldn't go out. And they're like, fuck it. It's our last night down south. And down south was like the touristy area. Like, bars are open till 6. Everyone's just fucking giving her.
6 a.m.
I was yeah.
Sorry, just to clarify, 6 a.m.
I was with my the love of my life, my boo in Portugal, Jordy. One day we'll be together.
Crickets, girl.
Too much.
Crickets.
So I was with my new boo, doing some stuff, and Selena was back at the bar with Mark, Chris was in bed.
You just gave out her name. I'm not gonna say her name.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what? I've told enough people this story. Guys, just keep that to yourselves. Don't spread that. I'm posting on the internet.
Don't put that
Keep it to
anywhere.
yourself. So we're going out. She's still at the bar. I was with Jordan, and it was like 3:30. None of us had packed. Our room was a disaster. And then it was like 4. I was like, oh my god, like, where's Selena? She hasn't come home yet. We're like, let's go back and get her. And we go out, meet her at the bar. And so, like, one bar closes at 4. And so everyone comes out of the bar. And then the next bar opens at, like, 4:15. So everyone's just kind of chilling outside until the next bar opens.
Opens at 4:15.
I know, it was wild.
Crazy.
And then Selena comes out with this guy who was, like, straight up, deer in the headlights, like cracked out of his mind. She's like, oh my god, hey, what's up?
They called him Crazy Eyes.
I don't even remember his name. He's, like, standing there. We're in Portugal. He hasn't said a word. She hasn't introduced him. And I'm like, hi.
Do I know you?
Do you speak English?
Oh my god.
He's like, of course I speak English. Why wouldn't I? I was like, we're
in Portugal.
The main language is Portuguese. Like,
What?
I think, and not like everyone was from like out of town. People were speaking different languages left and right. I'm like, I think it's pretty safe to assume that you're probably
Portuguese?
like, or a different fucking ethnicity.
I would not assume English is
chill,
your
bro.
first language.
And then Selena's like, well, like, we were just gonna go back to his place. And I'm like, dude, it's 4 a.m. We have to be on the train by 5:30, and like, we haven't packed.
Also, you don't even know this guy.
Yeah, I was like, Selena, this
guy-
was like so out of like, not context, but like out of character for her. I was like, bro, like, and even Jordan was like, hey, Selena, like, let's go.
She would be the first one to be like, we gotta get up in the morning. Like, we should go
Yeah, I
home.
was like, Selena, I was like, what's going on? She was like, yeah, I guess. Says goodbye to Crazy Eyes, and then turns around and was like, fuck you, and then just starts walking away. I just looked at Jordan and I was like, what just happened? It was fucking wild. So she storms back to the apartment. I get back. She's like screaming at me the whole way. I'm like, what's your fucking deal? I'm like, where did this come from? So she's just like screaming, we're fighting, yada, yada, yada. She's like, I'm gonna go to sleep for half an hour. I'm like, okay, like, we have to pack.
We'll pack then, yeah.
So she's like laying in bed. Mark and Chris finished packing by that time. I'm finished packing. Selena's still laying in bed. And I'm like, yo, someone needs to get this bitch up because we have to meet. It's like, if we miss our train, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Like, we can't get the next one until, like, the next day. I'm like, we don't have a place to stay. We're going to be wasting so much money, blah, 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 blah. So, like, I go into the room, and I'm like, Selena, get the fuck up. She's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. And I'm like, oh, excuse me? And meanwhile, like, we've never actually really seen Selena angry. Like,
I've never seen her
We've never fought. There's no reason for any of us to really, like, fight.
I've never heard her say, shut the fuck up, bitch, but, like, in a
Mean
weird, like an actual
I feel
way.
like I can't even convey how angry she was. And then even Mark went in. Mark, like, pulled the sheets off her. He, like, pulled her legs. He was like, get the fuck up. We gotta fucking go. And, like, finally she was, like, throwing shit together. Her suitcase was broken. I packed, like, she had, like, a bag of jewelry she almost forgot. Like, I packed up all her brushes, her shampoo,
like
all
her
her
golden
shit.
rings and
all of
shit?
her- yeah, so I, like, packed all of her shit. We, like, finally get outside. The sun is, like, just rising. People are coming up from the bar. We're like, oh, my God. We get to the Uber, and, like, she's still, like, fiddling with her bag. She, like, didn't want to bring it downstairs. She wanted to do this. So, like, Chris is holding her bag and his bag. She's, like, flip-flopping down to the fucking Uber. We tell the Uber, we're like, listen, we have to catch our train in 5 minutes, and we're 10 minutes away.
Oh, my God.
He was like, say no more. Loads up the thing. We were driving 120 miles an hour at, like, 5:15 a.m. It was fucked. He was taking bends like it was nobody's business. We got there in 3 minutes.
What a real one.
3 minutes.
He's like, I got you.
We were like 5-star, tipped.
3
Thank you
minutes.
so much. So we get on the platform. We're loading our bags onto the train. It's like a really old rickety train. We had to take a transfer. Selena's like bag pops open again because it's broken. She's like on the platform, shoving shit into her bag. And we're like, Selena, hurry the fuck up. She's like, just fucking leave me here. And me and Mark are like so cold. Like, we were like, we fucking will. Chris is like, guys, we have to help her. I'm like, fucking leave her.
Yeah.
We're leaving her here. Fucking bitch.
Fucking do it then, bitch.
Bitch, we'll do it. We'll leave you
You
here.
literally would, too. If Chris wasn't there, you would have left her.
And then, so we're, like, all on the train. She's still on the platform. And we're at this point, like, she's yelled at all of us. We've all just, like, we're all in a bad mood. None of us have slept for, like, 24 hours. And then Chris goes, he's like, fuck, I'll go back. So he goes, gets her bag. She literally gets on the train, hasn't even sit down yet, and the train's already going. Like,
Oh my God.
it was like seconds. Like, she was so close to missing. And, like, they don't, like, this is Portugal. Like, they don't care, like, whether, like, people are boarded. Like, they don't have someone waiting there to see if, like, they're going. Like, they're like, fuck it. We've got a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to the second platform, and we, like, go to the cafe. We get a drink. We just leave her on the platform. We go in, get a drink, whenever. We're all just bitching about what bad mood she's in. And then we come back out. It's, like, 7 a.m. at this point. We get onto the second train. It's a little bit bigger, a little more roomier. We fall asleep. A few hours goes by. And then I wake up and Selena's next to me. And she's like, what time is it? I'm like, oh, you're speaking to me now?
You bitch.
She's like, I'm like, oh, whatever. And then she just starts, like, talking to me like we're besties.
Like nothing happened.
And I went, what's up with you? Do you remember anything from this morning? She's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, don't you remember what happened at, like, the first train and, like, this morning? She's like, this isn't the first train? I'm like,
Bro.
bitch. So I started asking her, I was like, do you remember, like, packing your bag, like, all this stuff? And she was like, what? No. She's like, honestly, now that you're putting it that way, like, the last thing I remember was being at Knox, so the bar that we were at. I was like, oh, my God. I was like, when you were with Crazy Eyes, did he give you a drink? She's like, yeah, he bought us around. I was like, oh, bitch, you got motherfucking roofied. She didn't remember a damn thing.
For some of you who don't know, a side effect of roofing is like
That
switch of
uncontrollable
personality,
anger.
just
Yeah.
angry. She was like, she doesn't
Yeah, like, we have
remember
friends we
any
know
of it.
that people have been roofied and they were just, like, throwing shit 'cause they were so angry.
Throwing shit, yeah, just for random,
And
yeah.
I was like, now I have all this misplaced anger because she wakes up and she's like, morning, my love.
Oh,
And I'm
if
like,
she-
oh, fuck.
If anyone was like talking to me like that, I would have knocked him out.
Yeah, because we were pissed. We went through, like, 3 hours of, like, screaming. We almost missed our train.
Mm-hmm.
And then she woke up and she was like,
Out of nowhere too. You're like,
going on?
where is this
It
anger
came out of
coming
nowhere.
from?
We were like, because when we met her outside of the bar, she gave me a hug. 'Cause we were pretty fucked up, and, like, she gave me a hug. She was like, what's up? I didn't think you guys were coming back out.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I came to get you because we got to pack. She was like, oh, thanks. But I'm going to go back. And then, even
And
with the
there you
rest.
go.
I was like, man, this is why you don't take fucking drinks.
Do not take drinks from Crazy Eyes.
Fucking. He would, like, you literally would have looked at him and been like, no, this guy's messed up.
Crazy Eyes, if you're out there, we're coming for you.
Fucking bitch. You English speaking motherfucking
You
ass
roofie
bitch.
ass bitch. You roofie ass bitch.
Yeah.
Portugal's wild.
Good time though. That was the same night that Mark got strip searched. They had the like, militia out that night. So, like, all the guys with, like, the berets and, like, the batons patrolling. It was a really, like, eerie night. There wasn't a lot of hard drugs out, and you could feel it. Like, you could feel the tension in the air. Like, 'cause people are normally just, like, fucked up, bouncing from bar to bar, but you could just feel that, like, people weren't, sorry, I'm just gonna text on the thing. You could just tell that people, like, weren't as happy as they normally are. And then the militia came, and me and Mark, we have Portuguese IDs. And Mark looks very Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows a few words. Like, they pulled him over, and they thought that he, like, was a regular citizen and that he was fucking with them because they were, like, speaking to him in Portuguese. Mark's like, eu não falo português. Like, don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm from Canada. They're like, let me see your ID. Gives him a Portuguese ID. And they're like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
So they put him in the truck. They made him strip. They, like, threw all of his change on the floor. They threw
my
all the
God.
shit on the floor. They, like, took the baton and, like, hit him with it.
Oh
Like,
my God,
stripped him
Mark.
down. And he was by himself.
He's like, bro.
'Cause we were like getting ready, and he's like, "Okay, we're just gonna go meet the Australians at the bar." And then he called me. He's like, "I just got fucking strip searched."
That is so
I was
funny.
Like, you what?
Don't come out
He's
tonight.
like, they threw me in the van. I was like, "Oh my God." We were like
threw my
laughing,
change.
but he was like pretty shaken.
Yeah, that's scary,
would
especially
be.
when you're alone. You're like, the
Yeah, and
KGB
he was like-
waits
and
for
he
no
was-
one.
And he was alone. Like, yeah, they bust down the door. Like, whoa! Like, ah! I was just doing my makeup.
I was just getting snatched. I was beating my face.
I was just snatching my waist. I don't.
Can you tie my corset?
Oh, thank God. Can you sit me up?
Thank God you're here. Zip me up.
Sit me up, please.
Oh, for sure, honey.
Oh.
Waist cinched.
Hunty. Yeah. It was overall a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, I do not want to deal with another friend who gets roofied. I deal with myself getting roofied.
Yeah. The thing is, if it happened, you'd be like, why were you guys so upset with me? I was just dealing with my drugging.
I was like, I don't even remember.
I don't even remember. They're like, we do. We almost missed our fucking train. We were just carrying dead weight around for a day.
We were so close to leaving her. Selena, I'm so sorry, but, like, you would have done the same, I think.
I don't think she...
If I up and snapped at her
Yeah.
and was like, leave me here...
Yeah.
Like Mark went out to go help her. I went out to go help her. Mark went to go help her. She was like, don't fucking touch my stuff. And Mark was like, the train is about to leave.
I don't know what else you need, but god damn it, put your Crocs on and let's go.
Put your fucking strap on your Crocs.
Get your New Balances in the bag and let's fucking go.
Yeah, that was a rough time.
Wow. I can't wait to have travel stories like that. One day.
Can't wait to travel.
I wish.
Love to be a part of one day.
Claire and Perry, coming for you. If you're listening to this, we
Yo,
are fucking
we're
jealous
so
of you.
jealous.
We were just saying this morning, every time we look at your stories, there's pictures of them. If you guys don't know, they went to Thailand and Bali, Indonesia, all these places.
Right now they're riding little like rickety old motorcycles up a fucking mountain, and I'm so jealous.
So jealous. It
The
just
threat of death is real, and I wish I was there. I wish that were me.
you guys are doing it right. All the vacation pics are right. They're just meeting all the right people. Like
The food,
the
drinks,
cheap ass food. It's incredible.
ambiance.
We've never been
lights,
like, oh, the
the
lights, the
camera
action, the everything. Oh, baby.
I'm
It's
living
just-
for it.
It's coursing through my veins.
Baby.
Baby. But in all seriousness, I would one day like to travel like
Yeah.
that. They just do it right every time they travel.
They're doing it right. Instead of traveling the world and experiencing new cultures, Carly and I are going to Winnipeg
That's right.
in August.
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Which everyone says is shit.
Yeah, I've heard only bad reviews.
Only bad things is what I've heard. But I'm excited.
I'm
It's something to
pumped.
look. You need something to look forward to during the summer, especially if you're working full time. Otherwise, you go fucking bat shit crazy.
Yeah, going bananas. This shit is bananas.
It is bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. That's how I learned how to spell. Not just bananas, any word.
I used to put 2 N's in banana.
Yeah?
Banana.
Nana.
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 Nano. Nintendo DS.
Did you know that Nintendo, like, they made sure that everyone started using, like, game controllers and calling them game consoles? Because people started to, like, call any game console, like, Nintendo. Some shit
Yeah.
like that. And they were like, no, that's ours.
Patent pending.
How's that ass chapstick?
Oh, just minty fresh. Oops, sliding off my seat.
Tastes like ass. Oh! Lube.
Oh, what is it that she says? Oh, and
And I, oh!
anyways, guys,
Yeah, sneakers.
we pretty much covered all the ground we wanted to today.
Thanks for listening to our nonsense.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Share with your friends, like, subscribe. Go check us out on Apple Podcasts. We're on there too.
Yeah, let us
Rate
know if you have anything you wanted to hear us talk about.
Any funny stories, any reaction vids. I'm just wanting the cinnamon challenge. We'll do it.
I've just been waiting to do the cinnamon challenge. And
Someone
no
please.
No one's challenged
I
me.
swear to God. I swear to God, I'll fucking do the cinnamon challenge.
I just want to do the ice bucket challenge. Just been waiting.
Waiting.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thank you so much.
Peace.